Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, although I'm presenting, I wasn't the one who's prepared these presentations. Actually, nowadays I'm here with my colleague from Bifröst University, Kari Joensen, who, yeah, thank you, who will then add as well his points of views on our topic. And into Brno, in the Czech Republic, I work on this topic with my other colleagues, and Jan Budik is the next colleague who as well worked on preparation of this paper. However, we have, just to let you know a little bit of the background of this paper, we just started to work and prepare this very intriguing topic. As I have heard from the previous papers and discussions, which the artificial intelligence and the collaboration in between us, human beings, and artificial intelligence is. And we actually would like to focus on I think, and as I perceive, we all got the feelings, this ethical principles. What happened if we collaborate, how we have to collaborate, that the artificial intelligence will be, and the cooperation will be beneficial for us, for our development, for our future. And very interesting for me was to see by the previous speakers that how the future scenarios potentially will be. So what we have to prepare for, and we have seen that. This development is very quick. So the rapid advancement of the artificial intelligence and all the tools which are at disposal, and we can use, and we started to use, and in the last year we can see that the usage of these modern technologies in all spheres of our lives are really, dramatically involved in all our daily activities. And we see that there are really tremendous opportunities for us human beings, that we can benefit from the creativity, I would say creativity, because if we have heard that the creativity, hopefully, is something specific for us, for human beings, and not for the artificial intelligence. Because the artificial intelligence can come up with the new artificial works. However, are these works still so emotional for us? Are they able to create the feelings inside of us? We have heard that the artificial intelligence can replicate. However, the replication might be really very, are there some limitations? There are thousands, millions, billions of the replications. And we human beings are scared. Would it be able to stay this creativity inside of us? And then there are this question, should or will be replicated by our twins, our artificial colleagues, the artists. So how it will be in the future. And there are these challenges that we are facing nowadays, and we feel that that's already here. That a few years ago, that we think, okay, they are just some scientific thoughts and ideas. However, then, above all, after or during the COVID pandemic period, we've seen how fast this development was needed to be implemented in our lives. And more, and I would say the whole population was or tended to face these questions and to find out these answers. So we actually should think and be aware that although this development is so fast and this artificial and intelligence and other technological tools are so increasingly pervasive in our lives, then deployment of it should remain above all in our benefits, and as well should be used with the ethical considerations, and that we should have in our minds. And with these thoughts, with these ideas, we look, as the scientists do, actually, as scholars too. We started our research on this topic, and then we try to find out in the sources and the literature that there are some crucial elements which might be taken into the consideration, and that these technologies are developed and used in responsible and beneficial manner. And we come up with 10 elements, the main crucial elements which should be implemented into the ethics of the artificial intelligence, and then they should be implemented in our work, our collaboration with artificial intelligence, and with these tools which are here, hopefully, for us. We have as well here that we are, they are still for us, or what will happen when they will be able to manipulate us human beings for their own purposes. And there are these elements we have found out. As you can see, that actually very important, I think, is to realize, because the artificial intelligence, actually there are a vast of data, as we know, and artificial intelligence work and actually learn itself based on the data. So it means that their outcomes, their results, and their recommendations will then actually be based just on the data they do have learned from. So it means when we are, for example, thinking and about biases, so then we have to think of that the artificial intelligence, when it will work with the biased data, then as well there will be biased algorithms and biased outcomes which will come out from as their conclusions, as their recommendations, or as their solutions for us human beings. And that it is this is the main thoughts we have to take into consideration. What are the data? And as well, the artificial intelligence should then come up to be sure that there is this transparency and the solutions are not biased. Then we have to ask and teach the artificial intelligence that should be able to explain and to come up with the arguments on which they based their solutions, that we then are sure that the outcomes are then based not on the biased data, and then we are not base our solutions, final decisions, and our decision processes on not the data we would like to, or the outcomes for us are not on not willing way. And there is a huge piece of our accountability, and accountability should be as well the part, a very important element when we are speaking about the ethical principles and standards. We have to teach the tools and artificial intelligence when we use them for cooperation, for helping us. As you can see, then the crucial area when you are looking and analyzing the sources which are focused on the artificial intelligence and ethics, then there are the thoughts that these should be human-centric. We have heard it as well before, that the approach to the problem solving should be based, and the very important approach is to understand and address the requirements, behaviors, and desire of users. So in these activities and the AI life cycles and the systems should include these principles which were proposed as well, and ethical guidelines worked out by the European Commission, in which you can see are included, already mentioned, the transparency, accountability, then the governance of the data, so that we have to be aware that by the end, when the artificial intelligence use our data, that still our privacy should be the one of the most important element that we know who using our data and for which purposes. So the governance and the usage and how we are using the data of all of us, it should be as well included into these systems. The diversity, non-discrimination, the fairness, the robustness and safety of the data, which are used for training of and these principles, should be included into the processes of development of the products, outcomes, the services, and they then will enhance as well the user experience. And we know that already nowadays a lot of competencies are replaced by the artificial intelligence, that a lot of job positions nowadays are already replaced by those systems. They come up with the production and with the services delivered to us. So when they are delivered with these principles, then there should be these ethical principles as well, as a part of the overall activities and outcomes. So,
sorry, I wouldn't want to interrupt you,
yeah.
but actually your time's up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe you can wrap up in 3 sentences, okay?
Okay, for sure. I'm sorry. Just going to a point to conclude that from this literature review, we come up that the main elements is the fairness and accountability in AR systems, so that we have to actively identify and mitigate biases through the AI development lifecycle. There should be the data collection, the models for training and evaluation. And actually, I'm sorry for the time, but we three come from the academia sphere. So although we know that these principles should be implemented into or are implemented in all areas, then we started to think how they are nowadays used and with which principles in our environment, so in the educational systems. And we see that to use these modern tools, it means a quite revolutionary approach in our educational systems. However, they are very beneficial. So we see when they are used, then it can bring really good outcomes for us educators and as well for the students. Then there are already some of the approaches as the intelligence tutoring systems or some chatbots, the work with the ChatGPT. So I think there is nowadays quite a common tool in our work. However, I say common tool. However, we have discussed as well with my colleague that yes, that is connected with the people. Some of the colleagues, they still use by the traditional way, and some of them, they are more proactive. However, with using these tools, we have to be aware that the students are aware about the principles. They have to know how to use the ChatGPT for their work and how to use these tools, yes, for their benefits. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.